What's up? How's it going? Saw Frederick earlier, but I think he's at work now. But hello. Cross, what's up? I'm doing fine, thank you. What's up, Cheeky? Let me know how the audio is, please. And thank you. I think I'm gonna start showing the in-game stuff, and we'll end on the tier list stuff. I have a checklist and everything. Doing good too, nice. Well, you just woke up, so you're still feeling good. I woke up, I guess it was a couple days ago. I had to, no, it was yesterday, technically. Yesterday morning. I had to help my aunt get to the airport early, so I didn't go to sleep until 8 in the morning. Woke up at 5, around now. Or so. And then I slept kind of early yesterday, so I woke up at like, not even 11, like 9 or something. And I just wasn't tired, so I woke up and stayed up. I was up super early today for me. It's usually 1. Just came back from the market with some delicious food. Is it Hot Pockets? They are delicious. Alright, so first things first. Luigi with no partner. I've been catching a breather here, you know? Reflecting back on all my adventures. It's been a long road, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a pretty long story. Let's see. We have a new... when you beat the game, some stuff opens up, so we get to see this now. Actually, you know what? This guy actually novelized my quest. He's been interviewing me. He was actually interviewing me here at the inn during the breaks from my adventure. I didn't think anyone would be interested in reading a book about Luigi. But Super Luigi came out recently, and check this out. Bro, here in Rogueport, it set a new record for consecutive weeks at #1 on the bestseller list. Hooray for Luigi, bro. I started reading it the other day. I haven't done his accent in a while. But it's an encyclopedic account in multiple volumes. Excruciating detail, bro. It's like a history book. It seemed like one, anyway. They've got it in the shop here in Rogueport. How about you snag a copy, bro? Mario's sleeping like I've had books written about me for years. Big deal. Also, we're brothers. Give me a free copy. Autographed. I'll sell it on eBay. So this also isn't available until you beat the game. The final chapter. The final book. It costs double what the other ones do, I believe, but we have the coin for it. And then we'll read those later. That'll be like the end of this section. Graffiti Corner. Super Luigi. All 5 volumes now on sale at the Toad Bros Bazaar. The Mustachioed Green Baron. I wonder who that is. Writing on the back of a... This is like the actual news of Rogueport. What's up, Ayumu? How's it going? So Luigi's just defacing property, no big deal. So I'm gonna go this way. Well, I know Cross just woke up, but what has everybody else been up to? I know Cheeky had classes. I believe I want to go down here. Do I? No. Not yet, anyway. Actually, yes I do. I'll save this part for later. I think it's this room? Let me see. It's been a while. There we go. Actually, I want to check one more thing. Something that I don't have on my box, or my list, my checklist. But I'm curious. Doing just fine today, and you lovely people. You've been cleaning? I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Unite. Big surprise, Joe. Let's see if he says anything new. I've got to say, is this the same thing? I've been playing the new Paper Mario game almost non-stop. I'm on the fence so far. Gotta put serious time into a game to review it properly. But I can definitely tell you this. If you're a Luigi fan, do not miss out on this one. Really? Because there was no Paper Luigi game. He lies. Unless they're talking about the one on the Wii and they knew about it ahead of time, because he's playable in the one on the Wii, spoilers. Kind of. Alright, now let's go where I was intending to go. Alright, which one is it? I think it's this one. Two pretty cool things here. Poshley Heights. So we're gonna walk over here. Well, they look familiar. That's Bootler. He's Bo's butler. But what does a butler do exactly? It looks like he only listens to Bo, so I guess he wouldn't answer me if I asked. It is you, isn't it, Mario? Well, it's been quite a while, hasn't it? I've come here with Bootler, yes, a little vacation to Poshley Sanctum. I hadn't left the mansion in ages. I figured it was time to turn some heads on the road. Wahiha, that's a new... And where's her laughing animation where she has her fan out? Come on. But what a nice surprise to see you. Feel free to be overwhelmed by my beauty. Okay, calm down. I've got enough kisses already this adventure. Do you see anything familiar? Yeah. So we get to see a couple characters from the older game, which I wish they did that more in this. That's the only thing this is really missing as far as a sequel. Not a lot of throwbacks. I would have loved to see Junior Troopa try to fight us again. He's in like a picture, I showed that, from Zip Toad. But we only get to see Bo and Parakarry from the last team, the party in the first game. Parakarry delivers the letter at the very beginning. And here's Lady Bo. Does she say anything else? Same thing. However, that's Bo. Wait a second, Mario, exactly what is your relationship with her? Tell me now. Hehehehe. Just kidding. I always wanted to say that. But you did go on an adventure with her, right? Tell me sometime, okay? Somebody's jealous. Even though nothing happened, she doesn't even kiss me. Nobody kisses me in the first game. Not really, right? Let me think. Not as much as this game. Mario is a player in this game. Lady Bow, your beauty is like the song of a nightingale in the evening. Indeed, I feel you've grown into a fine young girl who'd make your ancestors proud. Alright, kiss ass. Anyway. We're gonna visit our friend over here. Are you ready? Hold on, I have to get like a sound clip ready for this. I think we have to go with that one. Okay, so here we go. Luigi, no, rather, I mean Mario. He learned our name too! It's catching on. You save the world and people start calling you by your real name. How are you, dear boy? So he calls me Mario instead of Luigi, finally. I just wanted to show off that he learned our name, finally. Right, finally? Let's see... Now we get to maybe one of the best little Easter eggs. I'm trying not to get into battles, especially because I'm doing a tier list this stream as well. I have a lot of windows open, so it's going to be like Lag City if I get into a fight. Probably. I'm playing on an emulator, because I couldn't play it from my Wii without it looking really bad. Now we're gonna go this way. What's up, everyone? It's time. What's up, Yoshi Kid? Look, I have you out. And yes, it is time. And I hope you stick around, because there is something later, I can't really say what, involving Yoshi Kid, the character that's following me, that I think you might be interested in. So we're gonna go back to the moon. We'll get this epic theme again. Ooh, I felt the lag right there. Let's see, I don't even remember. I think I'm on the deepest floor I have to go to. Isn't the penguin wife in this game? No, thank God. Dang it, Cheeky. She got you. Why do I feel like it's the bottom floor? Because it is, right? Aha! Mario, I am pleased that I could see you again. I detonated explosives after you left to ensure the base would never be used for evil. Of course, I was destroyed in the resulting explosion, but one day I regained consciousness, and all was as before. Yes, everything. I do not comprehend why, but as I regained consciousness, I saw a light, and I thought I heard Peach's voice. How is Princess Peach? If she is happy, then I, too, am happy. I continue to hope for the continued happiness of you, Peach, and all others. So he is, like, back to, like, fully functional, which I love. Because at the end of the game, they make it seem like he's, like, barely alive or something, but he's just ready to go. Actually, let me see if Goombella says anything about him. He's a character, but not really a character. I don't know how the game is gonna recognize him. Let's see. The video is lagging a bit. That's okay. This is the computer room. This must be where Princess Peach met with Tech. He's right here. Wow, she doesn't recognize him as a character. Welcome back, Tech, yeah. Very happy he survived. I think it was here. The way back. I imagined the video was going to lag just because, again, I have a lot of windows up for the tier list, for my sound buttons. So, it's fine. Next room over, I believe. The song is so good. Yeah, even the emulator's lagging a little bit, so it's fine. The only thing to do now is to read the Luigi books, and that's not gonna lag, so... Actually, I'm gonna try to do a big brain idea here. If I stay in this room when I read, maybe it'll lag less because there's nothing going on. There's no characters walking around, there's no enemies. It's a very small room. We'll see if that works as we go through the Super Luigi novels. Also, I was looking through my items before. I really didn't have to use a lot when it came to the final boss. I still have my Jelly Ultra. I'm sitting on 3 Ultra Shrooms, 3 Jam and Jellies, a Power Punch, 2 Life Shrooms. Like, kind of clap those cheeks pretty hard, in my opinion. Let me just check these really quick. Uh-oh. Is this the so-called Great Gonzalez? Ugh. Well, it's me, your worst nightmare. The new and improved Rockhawk. Don't think I forgot you, punk. I'm reborn, you coward. My training regimen would blow your mind. I'm on the fast track back to the top, and ain't nobody gonna get in my way. Rock! And still, on rainy days, I feel the bruises your hammer of shame left on this bod, and I feel the rage again. If you ever show your face in the ring again, I'll beat you so bad your mama won't even recognize you. Remember the Rock, #1, Rockhawk. That's a cool picture of him. Now, you can go back to the Glitz Pit and fight. However, I forget what they say exactly, but Jolene's running it now, and she's like, oh, we lost your paperwork, so I guess you have to start from the beginning. And... no. I'm not doing that. That would be a snooze fest, like they're sleeping. Jolene's really bad at her job. I saved your freaking brother. You thought he was dead, and I brought him back to life? And you can't keep track of my dang contract? Damn it, Jolene. Really? I saved your brother's life. Legit. Oh well. Alright, Super Luigi, book #1. I'm gonna kick him in the face again? That's right. Super popular, now on sale. Have you ever experienced a time when no matter how hard you tried, you failed, and the time you spent felt wasted? If you ever feel such pangs of regret, try to remember this tale, the story of a young man's quest to save a sweet princess. Super Luigi Volume 1, The Quest Begins. I don't know how long these are, but I don't think they're too long. The day dawned like any other, but little did Luigi know the letter he was about to receive would change his destiny. Sir Luigi, danger besets us on all sides, and we beg your help. The foul Chestnut King has stolen our treasure, our fair princess. The letter was from Minister Crepe of the Waffle Kingdom, a man aware of Luigi's many adventures. He knew only Luigi could save him. Charged with this dire task, Luigi wasted no time curtailing the heroic meal he was making. Then he packed for his deadly journey. Knowing that his older, though less talented brother, wow, Luigi, go to hell, actually, was out on a no-doubt inconsequential errand, Luigi took a moment to leave a note. Wow. I don't know what to say. Put on some epic background music for this. Let's see if I have a good song. Hold on. Because I do have a playlist of songs from this game to play during the tier stuff. But yeah, we're going to need some music. Hold on. What song from... oh, we'll do Luigi's theme. Perfect. let me know how the music is with my voice, if it's too loud or whatever. This is perfect music. I have his actual theme when he's talking about his adventure. So far, Luigi is saying he's more talented than we are. Catch me on Smashville or Final Destination, bro. And then he says, our quest was inconsequential, like it didn't matter. I saved the world, you saved some princess we've never heard of. Can you guys hear the Luigi music? Alright, perfect. So he took a moment to leave a note. Mix a Keel Mango with a Peachy Peach to whip up a fruit parfait. These cryptic words were all Luigi wrote before leaving. That's an actual recipe you can cook, which is cool. Upon reaching the Waffle Kingdom, Luigi was greeted by pure misery, an endless flow of tears over the kidnapping of Princess Eclair. Arriving at the castle, Luigi was greeted by Minister Crepe, who carefully handed him a compass base with only one intact section. Our land had a second treasure, the Marvelous Compass. Find its 7 parts and find Eclair. So it began. To be continued. Yes, not too long. Super Luigi Volume 2. Allies in Adventure. It's a little warm, Luigi muttered, the sweat dripping from his brow as he followed the compass up Rumplebump Volcano's side. Must find the secret grotto. While Luigi had guts to spare, he did need a guide, and he found one in Bluey, a blooper he met in town. Brave Bluey joined Luigi and instantly proved to be invaluable. With his aid, Luigi bested a savage statue that protected the treasure. That treasure was none other than a piece of the Marvelous Compass, a piece that pointed west to Plump Belly Village. So no mention of how Luigi threw this poor blooper into the lava and, like, burned him for life. He should be dead. But now he's just calamari, I guess, right? You'll notice that a lot of stuff is left out that, you know, made Luigi look pretty stupid. The second Luigi saw Plump Belly Village, he knew something was amiss. All was woe, and Luigi soon learned the reason why from the mayor. The town was at the mercy of a sinister serpent who demanded sacrificial lasses. Burning with indignation, Luigi formed a team of liberators. A fierce Bob-omb warrior named Jerry joined his crew and chose, not surprisingly, to stick with Luigi for the duration of his quest for Eclair. Fortified by his allies, Luigi strode on into the lair of the beast, a foul, two-headed snake. No time to think, Luigi sprang forth. Twin heads snapped at his heels, fangs dripping venom. Then, as one mouth gaped wide to swallow Luigi, the other crept behind. Our hero sensed the treachery, and feigning before leaping, the heads collided, and the beast ate itself. The prize? A compass piece. We don't hear about how Luigi dressed up like a bride. The villagers begged their savior to stay with them, but a grim-faced Luigi pressed bravely onward. To be continued. Super Luigi Volume 3, The Voice of a Princess. Dauntless Luigi's next test, that's hard to say, came in the form of a kart race on Circuit Break Island, where he won both the contest and a compass piece. The race was fraught with danger, but Luigi pressed through adversity to win. All viewers were awed by Luigi's revolutionary racing style. So, what actually happened was that Buzzy Beetle let him borrow his cart. Luigi put it in reverse and somehow messed up all the other carts, and then he was the only one in the race, so he won. But we're not going to talk about that in the book, right? The mechanic who built Luigi's racing machine, a Buzzy Beetle named Torque, was so stunned by Luigi's race techniques that he joined him. No, he joined him because he owes him money now because he ruined his cart. Reinvigorated, Luigi set sail for Jazzafraz Town, where he made his stage debut. Hazy, a noted Daisy producer, gave Luigi a key role. Playing the part of an Earth spirit to pure perfection, Luigi stole the show. Hazy's faith in Luigi's natural acting talents was rewarded. So we were told that he played Grass, and he played it perfectly, but apparently he played an Earth Spirit. And they both say that, so I don't know why it's changed in the book. maybe Grass wasn't exciting enough for a novel, so he had to be an Earth Spirit instead. The performance won a prize, which yielded another compass piece. Hazy turned from teacher to pupil, joining Luigi on his quest. It was at this time that Luigi's heart, usually draped in the cool comfort of Hero's resolve, began to warm with thoughts of Princess Eclair. This came to be because every time the magic compass pointed to a new place, her gentle words rang in his ears, touching him to his very soul. The voice spoke of eternity, of stars in the heavens. It wept for those blind to love. It gave comfort in the face of fear and loneliness. Yeah, maybe it was still just Grass, and that just sounds better for Grass, an Earth Spirit. Though he had never seen her, our hero was tormented by visions of this fair-hearted maiden. All he could do was press onward. The compass pointed towards rapturous ruins. Only 2 parts of the compass awaited, and Eclair had one. To be continued. Super Luigi, Volume 4, The Shards of Truth. Footsore and weary, Luigi finally found the rapturous ruins beyond Grimble Forest. Within them, time and space were lost in nothingness. Within the pale emptiness, Luigi found a young sleeping boy. Our hero called out gently, and the youth woke from his long, long slumber. My name is Cranberry, and I've waited for you for the last 1,000 years. The boy went on to tell Luigi of the secrets and an ancient land. That just means Luigi slept through it. He said the marvelous compass had been created by ancient Luff people. The ancient Luff people who used its powers of foretelling to rule the world. But the Luff Empire was then cursed by the compass and fell into ruin. The survivors dismantled the compass and hid its pieces. Cranberry was the last of an ancient race. His role was to wait until one with a noble heart came to take the burden off the future. None but Luigi could have shouldered this weight. The boy gave him a compass piece and said, "Fear the curse, but find your Eclair." Luigi accepted the part. The boy's words burned into his brain. His duty fulfilled, the boy began to fade into the blank nothingness. As he faded from sight, a look of joy lit Cranberry's face. As Luigi gaped. Both boy and ruins vanished, leaving our hero in a dark wood. With 6 of the parts united, the compass now pointed to the final part, to the quest's end, to Hate Song Tower, and then her voice spoke. Princess Eclair's voice begged for help from the void, pleading for a hero. Luigi's heart burst aflame. To be continued. Alright, last one. Super Luigi Volume 5, Journey's End. At long last, Luigi crossed the threshold of Hate Song Tower. Luigi rallied his allies. We will defeat the Chestnut King. We must. Friends by his side, more like a bunch of people he owes money to, and then like the flower liked him. Luigi at last faced the fell Chestnut King. But then he heard a voice and spun to see the fair Princess Eclair. She told our hero the painful truth. The evil Chestnut King was actually her true love, made monstrous by Crepe in a bid for the throne. So Luigi got sent on a quest by a bad person to steal this princess from her love. Meanwhile, Luigi's in love with Princess Eclair just by her voice, remember? Every time she talked, he was like, oh. Every time she talked, he was like, where is it? Whatever. Can't find it. But anyway, so Crepe was the bad guy, trying to steal the princess from her love, who he turned evil. Did I skip? No. At that moment, the villainous Crepe appeared. The marvelous compass, please. Hand it over, and the Luff Empire will rule again. Mwaha! Luigi and Co. were no match for the might of Crepe, their true enemy. But then, the compass piece in Eclair's tiara shone forth. It bestowed the future sight on Luigi. Knowing Crepe's every move, he smote the fiend with his mallet. And with that, it was all finally over. Luigi and his friends parted, leaving the Waffle Kingdom in peace, but Luigi regretted not gazing farther into the future. He longed to see the Wafflers gathering on Princess Eclair's wedding day. He wanted to see her beauty, and who stood at her side? But it was not to be. Luigi went back to his humble home, which remained exactly as he had left it, a cold comfort for his heavy heart. Taking up a book he had been reading, Luigi tried to read, but his long trial had sapped his strength, and he soon fell asleep. Luigi's dreams of his friends and his beloved Princess Eclair, and sleeping, Luigi spoke. I shall return. The end. So, if you remember when we talked to him about his... Actually, we can do it right now. He leaves out a lot of details near the end, and it's because she was taken, and he was in love with her, and he didn't want to tell us. I have to pass that way anyway to show the final thing, so let's just do that real quick. He leaves out a big part of that ending, huh? That he was sent on a quest by the bad guy. He got fooled pretty much. Alright, let me turn off the Luigi theme for now, even though we'll be going to that playlist in a moment. That was a funny story. I love how he leaves out all the stuff that he did that was stupid. Luigi, we know your secret. Yeah, I wish you could talk to him and be like, haha. That's your brother, Luby. Wait, no, I mean, Lufa? No, I mean Luigi. If you wonder what Luigi's up to, I'm sure he'd tell you. All you gotta do is ask. In fact, it kinda looks like he's dying to tell you stuff, so you ought to rap with him. I've been catching a breather here, you know, reflecting back on all my adventures. This was the same. Alright, I want to hear that ending again. Let's see. I was terrified, but thoughts of Princess Eclair warmed my heart and gave me power. All of my companions felt the same way. They were with me to the bitter end. Yeah, because you owe them money. I tried to call out, but couldn't even breathe because straight eyes in the darkness. I saw the most terrifying beast of all. The Chestnut King himself appeared before me, and he was monstrous and drooling. Puddles of toxic goo. This is probably all lies. My swing split the air and crashed dead center. Alright, well that's a lie, because he didn't fight the Chestnut King. So he just straight up says, yeah, I did the quest correctly, and I won, and it was over. I advanced with no mercy in my heart, and then... I beat him. I defeated the Chestnut King. An even worse beast came next, the Nightmare Thing, but I beat it too. I rescued Princess Eclair, it was all over, and then I came back to Rogueport and had a light lunch. That's about it. Huh? You think there's more? Yeah, you're such a liar. The end. He's such a liar. Tell us what really happened. I'm surprised the real story is in the book, since he had so much input. Alright, now the final thing I'm going to show in the game is just a little extra, a little story part. A little bit of the lore that I definitely didn't know until I saw this, so I don't think you guys would know, but hey, maybe you figured it out, or just guessed it. But there is a character over here that will tell us the story of the 4 heroes who originally imprisoned the Shadow Queen with the crystal stars. And this person, Grifty, yeah. Spinning tales that spin the senses. I know but a few of the stories that surround the town of Rogueport. Yep. So I'm not going to go through all of them. They're not very long, but there's one that I need to show, and that is this one. This was like mind-blowing to me when I found out. The 4 heroes thought they had sealed away the demon and all of its powers, but the demon used a tiny opening before the seal was complete to curse them all. While holding the crystal stars, they'd feel nothing, but when they let them go, a black box would appear to seal their souls within. The 4 heroes traveled the world, scattering the stars so the seal would remain. But the last 4 stars each carried the curse, which claimed each hero. So, the 4 heroes that defeated the Shadow Queen were cursed and put into black boxes. Does that sound familiar? The 4 heroes are the cursed boxes, the fools! That, like, blew my mind. There's no real way to tell unless you go listen to that story. Are those 2 rats on top of each other in a coat? It could be Mustafa from the last game and another one. So that's going to be it for this part of the stream. So let me go ahead and close Dolphin, the emulator. Fools! Yep, they were the black chests all along. Yes. Alright, now it should be showing... Yeah. So you guys are seeing a tier list, right? I hope so. So let me turn on the playlist for this part. Cross, I know you've played this before, but did you know about that? Did you also read that passage? I'm curious. Alright, the tier list is up. Perfect. So first I'm going to do just the party members and their usefulness, how good I think they were. And then we'll get into the big tier list. So, I feel like this is going to be the average, better than some. And then below average will be clearly there are better choices, and then don't use ever. I don't think anybody's going and don't use ever. Everybody's really good, actually. I feel like overall the partners are better in this game than the previous one, in terms of their abilities. So, Bobbery. One of my favorites, but I'm not talking about personality or backstory, I'm talking about usefulness. So, I might put him average for now. Let's see, he has Bomb Squad, which I used once on stream and messed up. You set out little bombs and they explode after a turn, but I don't really like that move. I like to do damage right then and there, just finish stuff off. He had Hold Fast, which, if you put him in front of Mario and he got hit physically by like a punch or something, he would hit them back. But it's not that great. I'd rather do damage. And then his big attack was Bomb Blast, which did like 1,000,000 damage to everybody, but it was 9 FP, which is a lot, even late game. So he's going to be average, or maybe... he's probably top of average. We're going to say Flurry for last. I have a lot to say about her. And I'm going to do Miss Mouse and Goombella together. And then I want to do it like that. Okay. Koops. Koops. What do we say about Koops? So let me put the music on, by the way. Oh, perfect music. Not really, but it's a good song. This is Pennington's theme, the penguin detective who's not really a detective. Alright, so Koops is probably... he's really useful when you get him. He's the first one that can hit everybody. He kind of falls off, though, as you get stronger party members. I'm also looking at like their max HP they get when they're fully promoted. Bobbery has 40. Koops has 25. He has 25 HP, which is really bad. So he's not really tanky. He can hit everybody, which is nice, for only 3. Shell Shield I used a couple times. I used it against the final boss, actually, and it helped me, because she would have destroyed me if she hit through that shell. So he's useful. Even, I guess, late game, Shell Shield is kind of okay. Shell Slam is only 6 and penetrates everybody's defenses, so I might put him here. Bobbery's a good tank, but Flurry is a million times better. And all of her moves are really good. And for him, I feel like only one is good, and it costs a lot of FP. So I'll put Koops at the top of the average. He probably isn't going to be amazing. Then we get to Vivian, who is going to be up here. Vivian ends with 30 HP, so she has 5 more than Koops, even though she's a ghost and he's a freaking Koopa. Her Shade Fist and Fiery Jinx both burn, which is nice. Fiery Jinx is only 6 and hits everybody and burns them. And Koops can only hit everybody on the ground. Anybody flying is immune to him, like his whole moveset, pretty much. So Fiery Jinx is a million times better than anything Koops can do. Veil is good. It's not as good as Out of Sight that Lady Bow had in the first game, because she would make Mario invisible, and then Mario would still get his turn. When you Veil with Vivian, on the next turn, both of their turns are wasted, so it's kind of crap. Infatuate is okay, it's not great, but just Fiery Jinx makes her really good. I might actually go like this, depending on where I want them. Flurry is going to be... I can do that. Flurry's freaking amazing, and she was my least favorite. Every time I played this game, I didn't touch her. Didn't use her, didn't care. I actually gave her a chance, and she was a monster. Such a tank. She has... She ends up with... Where is she? 35 HP, so 5 more than Bobbery. And all of her attacks are really good. Body Slam is whatever. Gale Force blows people away for 4 FP. And in this game, those type of attacks give you experience, whereas they didn't in the old one, so very useful. Lip Lock was probably my most used move that the party members used, at least. You deal damage, and then you heal, so just put her in front and just continually not get hurt. It's ridiculous. Even Dodgy Fog is good, and that's only 4 FP. So her abilities don't cost a lot of FP. She's got the most HP. Every single one of her moves is usable and useful. Unlike Vivian, who's really just about Fiery Jinx, to be fair. So Flurry is probably going to stay top. Now we got... I wanted to do it like this. So, the Yoshi Kid, we called him Junior, but his official name is Yoshi Kid, because you can name him whatever you want. I feel like it's this, actually. Because she's amazing, but she's only amazing at doing damage. She can do damage and heal and blow people away and make you dodgy. So the Yoshi Kid is probably here, maybe even here. I don't think he's in the same tier as Vivian. He's very strong when you get him, because Gulp is ridiculous. You just eat somebody and spit them at the next person, but it's only good if there are multiple enemies. His mini egg is kind of garbage, because you can't target who it hits. It could hit the same person 3 times and not kill the guy that's left with like 1 HP. I don't like that. His Stampede is kind of crap, because it does really low damage, but it does multiple hits. It's like Lady Bow in the first game, where she could slap like crazy and do like 10 damage, but they were all little hits, so if anybody had defense, they would do like no damage. So he's really good if they don't have defense. If they don't have defense, he's like there. But if they have defense, he's honestly like, don't use him against anybody with defense, because his normal attack, his ground pound, does multiple 1s, which will do 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Stampede will do 0, 0, 0, 0. Mini Egg will do 0. Gulp will always be good, but that's like his only good move. He's got 30 HP. He's pretty solid. He's better than Koops. Oh, listen to the music. Fools! So I wanted to put Goombella near Yoshi Kid because she's kind of the same way with most of her attacks, where they do a lot of damage, but they do 1, whatever. And if they have like 1 or 2 defense, you're not gonna damage them. However, I am going to include their, I guess you call them field abilities. Now, all these characters have field abilities just to get over obstacles, right? Or to find paths. She blows away hidden areas, she hides, he gets over gaps, he gets stuff and switches, and he blows stuff up. Fools! But these two have the best field abilities, because you can use them for multiple things. So I'm putting Goombella over Yoshi Kid. Tattle's pretty good if you don't have the Peekaboo badge. You can, you know, tattle, and then you always know that thing's HP every time you fight them. Her field ability is actually good, and not just, like, for progressing through the game. If you don't know... I didn't know this, because the puzzles in this game, for the most part, are pretty easy. But in any room, not just the ones in the later game, she'll give you hints if there's a puzzle in the room and you can't figure it out. Which, to a new player, would be OP as hell, right? It's like up here. She has multi-bonk, which is like power bounce. As long as you keep hitting the action command, she'll keep attacking. But again, it's 1 or 2 damage at a time, so anything with 2 defense, and she is useless in battle. Unless, and here's why I might put her here. I didn't really abuse it, but her last ability is called Rally Wink. It's 4 FP. She gives Mario a kiss because everybody kisses Mario. And he gets an extra turn. So you essentially pay 4 FP to get Mario an extra turn instead of Goombella. And you can use a build where you give, like, power pluses and HP pluses to just Mario and make him OP as hell. And Goombella's just there to pay 4 FP and give him another turn. So if you're doing that kind of build with badges and stuff, she's great. If you're not, though, she's still... I don't know. I guess if you're not doing that, she's probably here. And her max HP is 30, so yes, a Goomba has more HP than Koops at max level. Poor Koops. So weak defensively. I'll put her here, because Rally Wink is actually broken, I just didn't really abuse it much. Miss Mouse has a really nice field ability, just finding us treasure. But I was kind of doing this based off of combat for the most part. However, she finds you some nice stuff. Her normal attack that costs no FP ignores defenses, which is pretty big, I feel like, especially late game. If you have quick change on and someone's left with like 5 HP and it's a chain chomp with a ton of defense, you send her in and slap the crap out of that thing. So I think maybe like this. Also, she can steal stuff. I don't know if I said that, but a lot of times we used, what was it called? Kiss Thief. It's 2 FP just to steal items. It's good because it gets you items. It's better because it takes those items away from the opponents. Because they'll use them if you don't steal them or kill them. So I feel like maybe she's here. I don't know, I think... I'm trying to think like throughout the game. And she always does a lot with her slap because she ignores defense. Maybe it's like that? Assuming I used Rally Wink a lot, which I didn't, but in general, she's probably really good. I mean, Koops, I kind of want to throw down here. I'm not even gonna lie. Sorry, Koops. You're good when I need to do a ton of damage to people with defense, and I have FP. Otherwise... no, not even as a tank. But he still has his uses, so nobody is going to be, like, crap tier. I think I'm happy with this. These can kind of be interchangeable, but... And I feel like Bobberry late game. His Bob-omb Blast costs 9, but it, like, kills everything. He's probably better than Yoshi. He can also tank. Yoshi can't really tank. Yeah, sorry, Koops. But this is all just based on their ability in battle and their overworld or field stuff. But I'm pretty happy with this. They're all good. None of them are bad. Koops is just really specific. So is he. So is he even. These are all really specific, and these are just the ones you should use all the time. You need a tank? Boom! You need some damage? Boom! You need something else? Pick from one of these. Alright, so... before I do the tier list with a lot of characters, I have a little extra. In case you guys haven't seen it, this is all the... these are all the possible colors for the Yoshi Kid to be. And I put them in the order that I like them already. So, it's up to you guys. If you want to do your own quick list and just, like, type out the colors in order that you like them, that'd be cool, but I'm gonna go through them real quick. Orange is my favorite color, so this is a no-brainer. I love the blue. I wish his hair and shoes were different colors, and I kind of don't like the green with the orange. But he's mostly orange, and that's my favorite color, so easy. Black with a gray... I don't know what this is, a diaper? I'm gonna call it a diaper. Yellow shoes, yes please. The red hair works with black, that's my second favorite. Blue and pink is cute. I love the original, just give me... I was glad I got that for this run-through. That's what I was hoping I would get. And what determines his color is after you get the egg, the game has like an internal timer. And after certain increments, it'll change what he's gonna hatch into. So to get like what I want, if I wanted something specific, I would have to time it. And then every 20 minutes it resets. So I've had all these before. I have never had red, pink, or blue, or baby blue rather. The red's cool, I think, next time I play this game, because I know I'm going to play it again at some point. I think I might want to go red, and just match Mario, you know? These two are ones I probably wouldn't go with. I'm fine with the color pink, I love pink. But he's got pink shoes as well, and he's got green hair with pink, just doesn't work for me. This is a great theme. Lord Crump's theme. So I probably would never use these two. This one, I don't know, the light blue with the blonde hair doesn't really work for me. I don't know. Let's see, Cross likes black, red, orange, green, blue, white, and then pink. Cheeky likes the light blue, of course, the one I don't like. Pink, green, black, blue, orange, and red. Alright, alright. The pink one would be fine if the hair color was like anything but green, and if his shoes weren't green. I don't like when it's the same color, you know? Like this one has pink shoes and this one has pink shoes. We get it. Give this one black shoes, I don't care. Anything but the same color of its body, you know? But Ayumu wants the pink, so if you're somebody who likes pink, this is your guy. And you should probably just have pink hair too, right? Be completely pink. But I wanted to add this real quick because I know most of you haven't seen all the colors. Also, the orange one has like a freaking mohawk going on. I guess this one's more of a mohawk, but this one is as well. I definitely want to play again and use the orange one. He's a watermelon. He's a strawberry. I guess he'd have to be darker, but I guess a watermelon works, but still. Nah, too much pink. I like pink, that's too much. Alright, now we're gonna go into the Big Daddy. There's a lot less characters on this one than the tier list I did on the original. because on that one I kind of added a lot of characters that really didn't do much or anything at all. So this one is condensed. Now, I think everybody here did a tier list. Oh, here we go. This is my freaking jam, Glitzville. Alright, so very important note, we have Jolene, and we have Jolene at the club. Very different characters. One of them loses contracts and makes me start from the beginning of the Federation, the World Wrestling Federation. And one of them is just looking good in a dress. Put on some makeup, you know? We'll get to her. Alright. So like always, I'll try to start... Oh, is it cut off? It won't be cut off when I put them in the actual list, so that's fine. So we'll start with Beldam. I'm assuming it looks like this just put them in alphabetical order when I loaded the pictures in. I made this tier list, I found all the pictures and resized them, because I'm crazy, so they look decent. Beldam? I mean, honestly, she's meant to be like a real just pain in the ass and a bad person. It's refreshing in a Mario game to see somebody actually be really... really bad. But I'm a Waluigi fan, so you guys know I like the villains, I like the characters that actually have personalities in the Mario universe. And I just love that no matter what happens, everything is Vivian's fault. Like, there were times where she said she gave Vivian something when she didn't. She lost it, but she said Vivian lost it and took the necklace away and threatens to punish her. And my favorite... Here, I'll just do it now. My favorite, like, relationship might be these two. He joins up with Beldam and Marilyn, and he's the new one that just gets crapped on. He takes Vivian's place, like, exactly. She doesn't even call him by his name. She threatens to punish him. She calls him freaking a sheep. So I won't do Dupless yet, but I just love their interactions. She'll probably be at the bottom of the average, but... it's still just a fun character, honestly. Interesting, you know? When I see her, I know someone's getting crapped on. Someone's getting in trouble. Someone's getting punished. Bobbery, easy. Vivian, and Yoshi Kid are my three favorite partners, but when it comes to like their personality and their design, I think Bobbery might be my favorite partner. Where's Vivian? Let's get this done. Vivian... Oh, probably near the end, huh? These are probably going to be the only partners that are up here. I love Bobbery's story about how his wife passes when he's at sea, so he never goes to sea again, and you have to convince him, you have to give him, you know, the letter that his wife wrote on her deathbed. And then he's out to sea all the time in the endgame, right? He's with Cortez, out to sea every day. I love it. Vivian is cute as hell. I love how she joins you, not knowing that you're Mario, and then she leaves you, and then she comes back and joins you. And let's not forget, the other characters that are with you are stupid and don't realize that that's not you. Talking all of a sudden. But Vivian joins you. And let's be real, if Bobbery was there, he'd be like, that's not Mario, you dummies, right? Totally. So I'll do it like that for now. Bonetail. I mean, I think it's cool that they added a third dragon. Another little thing of lore is the three dragons, which I will put them all here for now. All three of these were created by the Shadow Queen as like her pets. Which is a cool little piece of lore that they don't really talk about unless you talk to certain characters in the game. Now, as far as personality and design, I mean, Bonetail's pretty cool. Gloomtail, Hooktail, I find pretty funny. Especially how... Now, this was like the first stream of this game, so if you don't remember, it's fine, but she tries to bargain with you during your fight, like, oh, stop killing me and I'll give you a rare badge, I'll give you 1,000,000 coins, I'll let you sniff my feet, or whatever she says. She constantly tries to talk her way out of the situation, which I love. It's a big, scary dragon getting destroyed by a little Italian man and his beat-up Koopa partner. I think it's funny, and the fact that she hates crickets, and that's the sound you need to really do damage to her, when again, she's a big dragon, is pretty funny. Bowser is just as good in this game as he was in the last game. His crowning moment in the last game was when Peach reads his diary, and it says, like, I hope Princess Peach likes me or something. He has a lot of good moments in both games, but that's the one that stands out to me in the first game. In the second game, I had to use the, like, falling animation, because at the end of the game, when Grodus is destroying you, he's clapping those cheeks real hard, and you can't do anything because he'll kill Peach. And then Bowser just falls and drops on him. He unintentionally, like, saves everybody, and then we clap his cheeks as well. Everything about Bowser is good in this game, just like the last game. Paper Bowser is the only incarnation of Bowser I care about. All the other ones are boring, and he just shoots fireballs and does nothing else. I kinda want to play the other Paper Mario games just to experience more Bowser, because I know they kept him the same personality, at least in the third one. Then we have Bub, who is just a spoiled little babomb. But he's not like... He's spoiled, but he knows it. There was a point where his parents were like, we're gonna buy him an actual train, and he's like, maybe just like a train set, and then we'll move to a train next year. Like, he's spoiled, but he's like, calm down, parents. Like, you're a little too much. So he's not horrible. Maybe I'll put him here. He's not enjoyable, I feel like these two are. That's what this tier is going to be, like average or enjoyable. Like, when I see them on the screen, funny stuff is going to happen. He's just kind of there. But he's more fun than Bonetail, who just kind of shows up and then we destroy her, or him. Because these two are guys, and then Hooktail's the youngest, and she's a girl. Oh god, I forgot his name. Chef Shimi? Yeah. He makes me want caramel candy? Oh yeah. As far as the train group goes, like all the people in the train, he's not bad. I like that he mixes up his words. Makes him kind of enjoyable. There's not too much to say about him. His stew gets stolen, and he's not mad. He's just happy that that Hefty over here really enjoyed it. And I like that he mixes up the words, like I said. It's pretty funny. Cortez. Freaking amazing. I feel like if he had just a little bit more screen time, he'd be up here for me. And when it comes to bosses, I'm going to incorporate their boss themes. I've played this so many times, I know all the boss themes. I love almost all of them. Cortez's theme, when you fight him, is amazing. The design is really cool. He's just a freaking... He's like an undead pirate king. I love that after you beat him, he's like, well, I can't die, so we can do this forever. And then he's like, oh, you want the crystal star? Yeah, take that. And then I love that he comes back later in the chapter when the X-Nauts are attacking, and he's like, nobody attacks my freaking place. And he bursts through the wall, and we have a little ghost pirate ship versus X-Naut pirate ship, which is one of the coolest moments in the game for me. I love that he comes back and helps you out. And then his ghosts and the X-Nauts start fighting. Very cool character. And then later he's just like your fairy if you want to go back there. Next up, I really don't have to say anything except fools. Honestly, I feel like Bowser has more screen time, that's why he's above it. Otherwise, none of these are going to be ranked in their tier yet. They're just all Supreme characters. Dazzle, I don't really care. I give her star pieces, she gives me badges. Once you get Peekaboo and... Do you even get quick change from her in this? I don't think so. Yeah, you do. Once you get quick change and Peekaboo, she's not really needed anymore until later, when you can get power pluses. Fools. But as far as like the design, I mean, I like her hat. but this is a cool black dragon. Actually, I feel like this is more accurate. At least he has a personality, Gloomtail. Bonetail just screams at you. S tier? Oh, for sure. Alright, Dupless is another one that immediately goes into S tier for me. I like a lot of characters in this game. I love that Dupless continues in the story. Like, after his chapter, he's not just gone. He joins when Vivian leaves the Shadow Sirens, Beldam and Marilyn, and he joins them and gets disrespected like crazy, which I also love. I don't know, he's pretty lovable. His theme is one of the best battle themes in the game for me. Hopefully it'll play in this playlist. But I just love the character. He reminds me a lot of Waluigi. He never succeeds, but he tries. I'm a sucker for that type of character, the underdog. Then we got Don Pianta, who... I love Don Pianta. I love that there's a Mafia Syndicate in a Mario game. They'll never do that again. I don't think they have, and they never will. This game took a lot of... took a lot of chances, I'll say. Did a lot of things Nintendo will never do again. Is it Dupless's birthday? He has the party hat? He just likes the party hat, I don't know. But the fact that there's the Mafia Syndicate and Don Pianta is such a good character. He's like this tough mafia boss, but he's also like a real sucker when it comes to his daughter. I'm not saying that, Cheeky, no. Then we got Flavio. Now... this is a character I really have to think about. I want to put him here because I talked about it a little bit during the chapter he's in. But why didn't they just give me Colorado? Like we talked about, they didn't really bring a lot of characters back. I mean, look at these. Mario and Luigi are like, and Peach are like, and Bowser are the only ones that returned, right? Give me Colorado here. Colorado is the best. Him and Junior Troopa, right? Fancy Pants. So, but that's unfair to Flavio. It wasn't his choice to go instead of Colorado, right? So, Flavio as a character, his design is horrible. However, no, he's not down there. I'm just talking about him. I'm saying when I think about how they could have just put Colorado instead of him, this makes me want to do this, but on his own merits, I really enjoy Flavio. At first, I kind of hate his design. I don't like designs when it's like, what is that supposed to be? Like, I know he's a Duplighost, which is only from the Paper Mario games. I know this is a Cheep Cheep, this is a Dragon, this is a Pianta. What the hell is he? But he's actually, I forget the race's name, or the species, whatever. But they are very important in the first Mario and Luigi game. So it's not like he's just some random thing with a pointy nose, like he's actually a species within the universe. I mean, I like his outfit. I like that he gets called Fancy Pants. Ooh, Cortez theme, here we go. Flavio starts off kind of annoying. He just gets into fights with people, and he's like, I'm the captain, so whatever I say goes. But later on, when he steps up, even though he's scared and probably crapping himself in his fancy pants, like, he's probably definitely doing that when he's talking to Cortez, trying to get his ship. They didn't bring back Junior Troopa because Bowser Jr. already exists? Yeah, but he's not in this game either. I would have loved to see Junior Troopa come back. What if they brought him back in the Glitz Pit? He's trying to get tougher so he can beat Mario, and that's where he's been training? Boom! Hire me, Nintendo. I will make the sequel to this game. The actual sequel. But Flavio, I like that he steps up, even though he's obviously scared. He's like shaking and he's mumbling, but he has to go blackmail Cortez pretty much into letting him use his ship to save everybody. So he ends up being a freaking hero. he's a jackass about it, and he's arrogant and cocky. But even though he's scared, really scared, he still does what has to be done. That would have been great. Like, what if it's like, oh, your next opponent is, and then it's like whatever name Grubba gave Junior Troopa, like Little Troopa or Little Koopa or something. I don't know. I would have done a backflip. Are you kidding me? Whatever. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Flavio is the best of average. I'm not going to put him in amazing. As a matter of fact, no, Cortez at the end is really badass. Maybe that. I'll see how that feels as we go. Alright, Flurry. Now, in combat, she's the best. I love her so much. She's so freaking good. Other than that, I don't care about her at all. Her design, I don't know. She's kind of scary. She kind of needs like a shirt or a dress or something, I feel like. She's basically Ursula without the tentacles. I mean, I guess in this tier list, I do want to... No, I don't want to include their, like, usefulness in battle. This is just about personality, design, what they do in the story. I'll put her, like, here. I do like how she is such a diva that she, what was I gonna say? That she won't come out to see Mario until she gets her necklace back. She's got a personality. It's not horrible, like, maybe at the end of average. But, like, all she does is she kisses and she blows stuff and you squeeze not her hand to make her blow stuff. I don't understand it. It makes me uncomfortable.
Bruh.
I'm gonna put her there for now and see how it feels. She's going here, you guys know why. She makes this poor man... Wait, let me see if I remember what happened. She's a purple ghost? Yeah, she's supposed to be like a wind spirit. So I was kind of kidding about the shirt, but at the same time, like, I wouldn't mind if she put something on. But I guess Vivian doesn't have anything, but she's more of a ghost. Like, come on. She is a diva. It's pretty funny. So I'll put her in average. I feel almost all the partners are going to end up being average or above, except maybe Koops, because he's, we'll get to him. Anyway, the Piantas, Frankie and Francesca. So, Francesca's father, Don Pianta, is sick, and Frankie says, "Hey babe, screw your lost wedding ring, we have to go check on your dad, he's probably dying." And she's like, "How dare you make me try to leave without my ring? You have to say you love me 100 times. I would leave her on the freaking island." So she's staying down here because she cares more about her ring that is more like a band because it takes up her entire hand because she doesn't have fingers, than her father, who could be dying. And in reality, he just missed her and he wanted her back. And she cares about her ring more than her father. She's staying down there. Frankie, however, he's whipped. What can I say? He's a pushover. If I was in that situation, I would have found the ring myself and then kept it and then left her there. I do like when Don Pianta says that they can get married and he's like, "Dad, I mean, boss." That's about all I have for Frankie, as far as positive things, and the negatives are gonna keep him on below average. I thought you liked that stuff with the ladies. Are you still talking about Flurry, I would assume? I mean, like I said, she looks like Ursula, and you're a Disney fan, you know exactly what Ursula looks like. I feel like she's gonna stay here. It's mostly because of her diva personality. But she deserves nothing, and I like his ending. He becomes the, you know, the Don. But we don't really get to see much after that, which is unfortunate. General White. You can join her down here. She's still worse. The worst part of this game, and the part I dread, is when we have to find General White before we fly to the moon. Get shot out of the cannon to the moon. Because we have to find this guy, and as you remember, we have to go to literally every freaking place we have been to try to find him, and then they're like, oh no, he's in this place, oh no, he's in this place, and then he's in his freaking house the whole time. You have to go looking for him. It's tedious, it's stupid, and I don't like it. Plus, we don't get to, like, know about him at all. He's just the white Bob-omb that we need to find. And you can't wake this dude up! I don't know if I did it this run, but usually I pull out Bobbery and I try to blow him up right next to General White to see if it'll wake him up, and it doesn't work. Next we have Ghosty, the ghost on the train that told us to not read his journal, and then I did purposely to get a game over because he just kills you. One of the many intentional game overs we had. You read my diary, how dare you? And he just kills you. I feel like it could be like the end of Average. We don't get to see a lot of him. But what I do see, I do like. So I'll put him there for now. Gold Bob, the rich Bob-omb, who I imagine sounds like... Damn, what's his name? What's the name of the rich couple from, Gilligan's Island? There's the rich couple. What's their name? Where's his wife? Where's Olivia? That's not Olivia, that's Patch. She is right here. No, Sylvia is her name. What the hell is their name? Their last name. The rich people on Gilligan's Island. Come on. Retro people, help me out. You gotta say body language with Ursula's voice? No, I will not. His diary, yeah. What the heck is their name? I'll come back to them. Sylvia, yeah. The Howls. These are basically the Howls from Gilligan's Island. I think they're both pretty horrible, because they're just spoiling their son, who's actually pretty chill about it. We talked about that. However, she goes above him. The Howls, yeah. Lovey. Is that what he calls his wife? Ooh, the Rock Hawk battle theme. I like his design, though, I'm not gonna lie. He's gold, he's got the mustache and a top hat and the nice shoes. I think it's like H-O-W-L-E-S, the Howls, like a wolf howls. I think. I don't remember. It's tough. I like her design a lot too, and she's a better parent than he is. He's the one that's like, let's just get this kid a house, and she's like, you need to calm the hell down. Also, they used a lot of different kinds of Bob-ombs. I love it. We have a rich family Bob-omb. We have General White. We have the pirate Bob-omb. We have an Admiral Bobbery Bob-omb. We really only had Bombette in the first one. He's the Peanut dude. He's Mr. Peanut. He just needs a cane, but he doesn't have hands. Goombella. Goombella. Once I get Koops, I pretty much never use her in battle, because I don't do the Rally Wing stuff, even though it's pretty good. But she's freaking cute. And she's a little explorer. And she loves Mario like every other female in this game. I definitely prefer her to Flurry. She's kind of a badass, too. At the very beginning of the game, when you only have her, and those Goombas in the sewers are like hitting on her, and she's like, yeah, get the hell away from me. She like trolls them. She's like, it's so nice you guys think I'm cute, but I think I'm gonna puke or something like that. Like, she has attitude. Joe likes attitude. Maybe that for now. Grotus. Unfortunately, I don't think too much of him. We get to see a good amount of him, and it's mostly just, I'm in charge. People tell me what's going on every chapter, in between chapters. near the end, we get to see he's a little more vicious when he's attacking. Like, he knows he's losing, so he attacks us while threatening to hurt Peach if we try to attack him. He's kind of ruthless, which is actually kind of cool. I mean, he's a villain, but still. I like that he's ruthless like that. I do like that his ego is so huge that he tries to command the Shadow Queen, and she just freaking claps those cheeks real hard and basically kills him and turns him into just a head. He's like, obey me, and she's like, no slave, and just kills him, pretty much. So, he can chill there. I don't think he's average. I think he's like, I think Frankie's above Grotus, to be honest. He's not really entertaining. You get that, like, he's such an asshole when he's, like, you know, threatening to hurt Peach, but other than that, and he's a villain, he's supposed to do that kind of stuff. He's not really interesting. Which is unfortunate, because I see him as the main villain, even though it's the Shadow Queen, because we see him the whole game, you know? He's the villain that wants to destroy the world, exactly. He's a bad guy, ooh. I don't think he's that interesting. Bowser's a better villain in this game, even though he helps us instead of hurt us near the end. Grubba? If I'm putting a character here right away, it's usually just because I'm going to talk about them first. I'm not going to lie, I kind of love his whole little story, how he's running this, I'm going to call it a wrestling federation, because that's what it is. And he's secretly, like, draining the fighters of their power to keep himself strong and forever young, as he says. I think he's a better villain than Grotus. Holy crap. This guy has character. Even though he's a complete jerk and a, you know, whatever else. I don't think he's even below average. He might be... Like, this is a good villain, where we didn't know he was the bad guy until way later. Right? It's not something that's obvious. Grotus is good, but Crump overshadows him. Oh, we'll talk about... Yeah, don't you worry about that. I think he's a better villain than Grotus is. He was sneaky. He seems like a good guy. He's helping you get into the Federation. He's giving you your matches. And he's a jerk all along. He's actually pretty entertaining and enjoyable. Pianta, I love him, but he's not like the top of this. It's more like... we'll come back to it. Then we got Hefty. This guy... There were how many people on that damn train? He ate the entire stew that was for dinner. It was like 12 people we counted, right? Hold on. The engineer, the conductor, the bomb family is 5. I'm gonna count them again. The cute waitress, the Cheep Cheep, the guy who runs the item shop, the detective penguin, Toodles. That's 10. Who else is there? I'm not going to count the ghost. That's 10. Then we have the rat. The green rat. Oh no, he was purple. That was Grape. We had Grape. That's 11. I'm going to figure this out. And then Mario's 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. We had 17 with all the partners we had at that point. And I'm probably missing people. But that's 17 people that was going to feed. And he ate all of it. What a dick. I'm just going to say it. I'm sorry. Like, you're not as bad as her, still. And you're not as bad as him. But, dude, look at this man. Oh, the sad music. This plays when Jolene talks to Grotus after we beat him about her brother. And this is what plays when Bobberry reads his letter from Scarlet. Sad music, but I love it. So this guy can just be freaking horrible. He's a fat toad. It's cool to see. That's the only reason he's, like, above them. I'm sorry, there's no other way to say it. That's exactly what he is. There's almost 20 people on the train. And you're gonna eat all that stew. You're horrible. You're the worst. He's not the worst of the worst, but he's pretty bad. Alright, now we got Jolene, and we got Jolene in the club. I'm gonna do Jolene first. At first, I was like, when I first played this game, I was like, okay, it's a cute little toad assistant, whatever, I like her hair, you know? But as you play and you learn that she's trying to, like, she knows about Grodus, and she's trying to... She emails you, you know, under the name X, and she gives you clues where to look to help her, you know, find out what happened to her brother, to take over... Well, she didn't want to take over, she just wanted to stop Grubba from what he was doing. She's pretty freaking cool, actually. And then she gets her brother back, and I'm happy about that. She can probably go here. Jolene is probably underrated by most people, but I kind of love that she has as much of a part to play in that chapter as she does. Jolene in the club? Freaking hot. I'm not actually going to rank her, but I had to add it because I purposely didn't mention that was her. The first time we saw her in the juice bar, I kind of walked over and I was like, ooh, who's this? I don't know if anybody caught it. And then I went back later and I explained that it was her, but... Yeah, Jolene in the club, damn. But we're not actually going to rank her, because that's Jolene right there. And she's pretty average. Kammy Koopa. Boom! So Bowser pretty much stays the same as far as being funny and being stupid and making us laugh. Kammy Koopa in this game is better than the first game. She actually has some humor to her. She goes to Glitzville without him because he falls out of the sky. She packs lunches and then he gets mad at her. She's not amazing, but she's like Beldum, where I'm just kind of rooting for her. Kammy Koopa is more childlike, I guess, in this game. We get to see more of a side of her that she gets excited over, like silly stuff like going to Glitzville and saying, even I was shaking what my mama gave me. And again, another relationship I really like is the Puny Elder and Kammy Koopa when they're getting into it. If you guys remember, that it's just two old people yelling at each other, and Bowser's like sitting there like, oh my god, you're both old. Shut up. Which I think is funny. She's probably more like that. I like Jolene, I like Don Pianta. She's so funny, right? At the club. Then we have Koopy Koo, who I accidentally cut the top of her head off, but she's freaking cute. She's not amazing. I do like how she doesn't want Koops to leave, and when he leaves, she attacks him and Mario. Calls him like a stupid Koopa or something. But, I mean, she's with Koops. I feel kind of bad, because Koops is a cheater. So, design alone, honestly, like... Maybe it's like this? I'll come back to that. It looks like Kammy Koopa's saying, where's the rest of your head? And she's just staring blankly because she has no brain. But Koopy Koo, when we have her full image, she's adorable. She's kind of a firecracker, you know. Then we have Kooply, who is Koop's dad, and probably the worst dad in existence. I wouldn't say I hate him. I mean, there's nothing special about him, though. He should have been your partner. As soon as he comes out, he should have been like, alright, Koops, you stay with your girlfriend, don't cheat on her. I'll go out. And I'll fight. This guy wouldn't have 25 HP. This guy would have like 40 HP, be a real tank. And then Koops is like looking like, sorry dad, I wish I was stronger. Koops gets a good amount of character development. I guess. He starts being like, you know, really timid and shy and scared of everything. And then at the end, even though he has 25 HP, he's given it his all. He's probably the end of average. KP Pete. I don't even know why I put him on here. It was just like a character to talk to during your climb in the Glitz Pit. Nothing too great about him. Then we have Kroop. I believe his name is Kroop. And he calls us... I think he calls us Murphy, right? Because the Elder calls us Mardio. So he calls us Murphy, so he's already better than Koops. I'll put the old people together. He's very funny. They couldn't give us Koopa getting lost at the end of the game, so they gave us a new old Koopa who's also really funny. Lord Crump, instantly supreme. I love him so much. Again, he's a character who tries his hardest, but he fails. I love that he talks in the... or he breaks the fourth wall during the chapter at Keelhaul Key, telling you, you know who I am, but don't tell Mario. And then your partner's like, did you hear something? Like, they know. They just don't act on it. I like his theme, both just when he's talking and when he's in his Magnus von Grapple version 1 or version 2. And even when you fight him outside of it, on the boat, same theme. Very good. Very good villain. And we got to see a lot of him, so I was happy with that. Luigi. Oh boy, Luigi. What do I do with you? I mean, if you play the game and you don't talk to him, you'll never learn about his adventure. But, assuming we know his whole adventure, which we do, he's entertaining as hell. Like, when it comes to throwing his partners into lava, or dressing in a wedding gown, or causing a pile-up and then winning the race because he's the only one who has a cart that works. I'll put him there for now. Gah! Probably my favorite character to voice act, because there's only Gah or Gah, like Banjo. But you know what? No, shoutouts to Marilyn, because she's smart, she just can't talk. When you first meet the Shadow Sirens in the Boggly Woods, and Vivian and Beldum are talking, and Mario's right there, and they're talking about, like, finding Mario and beating him up, and Marilyn's like, "Guh-guh," like, freaking out, like, she knew that was Mario, and they didn't. So she's the one with the brains. Can you believe it? Guh! And I don't know if that's, you know, quote-unquote canon, but she freaks out when Mario's there and they're arguing over finding Mario, so I feel like she knows. She's smarter than she appears. But Koopy Koop be cute, though. And we got Mario, who, I mean, I'll just put him at the top of average. He's got good humor, but he doesn't talk. He's Mario. He goes waha and woohoo and yahoo, but I don't know. I'll probably just... Like, I don't want to put him above all these characters, because these characters all have, like, real personalities and backstories and stuff, and then he's just kind of here. You can be before Koops. There you go. Merlin. We don't get to... Merlin's weird, because it's supposed to be the same Merlin from the first game, but he looks different, and he seems to have forgotten all about us, because it's not like, oh, Mario, good to see you again. It's like he has lost his memories or something. Not really interesting. I like that he powers up my partners. Merlin in the first game was a lot better. Then we got Miss Mouse, who I freaking love. She is so cute, she is so useful. I love that she is the only optional character. You don't have to get her. You can play the game and never recruit Miss Mouse. You have to do that problem in the Trouble Center for her to unlock her as a playable character. I'm pretty sure the first time I beat this, I didn't even unlock her. I had no idea. I just thought I had extra star sprites. But we love Miss Mouse around here. Papatch. I kind of want to put him near Flavio, but not exactly. He's not going to be amazing. He's pretty great, though, because he argues with... he's the one that calls Flavio Fancy Pants. Mario can change his clothes, though. You know what? You're right. You can go here. No, you can go after Luigi and Pianta. Before Flurry, definitely. Let's get Candy before Flurry as well. That's fine. That was an easy one. Now, Pennington. So the game wants you to hate him because he's an idiot, he's pompous. When we first meet him, he's just accusing everybody for random reasons, or no reasons, and he's like, oh, I was just testing you. And then, of course, we get the whole thing that all the Penguin detectives do, which is, oh, you didn't do the crime? Then you have to go find out who did it. And he calls you Luigi constantly, which puts him way up here. I love that he calls you Luigi, and Mario even, like, corrects him, and he's like, nah, you're Luigi, it's cool. Like, I know your name, you don't. I love that he isn't a real detective, it's kind of his hobby, is sleuthing, as they call it. But he plays it out for the longest time like it's actually his job, like he's a professional detective. And he tells us, like, oh, I taught you everything you know when we solved the cases. Like, gotta love him, even though he's a penguin. Oh boy, now we're getting... I'm gonna do the Punies together when the time comes. Princess Peach. He's so cute. Who, the penguin? Pennington? He's okay. He's got a good theme song, too. That's why he's up here. Princess Peach. How do I feel about her in this game? I feel like I liked her so much more in the last game. You still see her a lot. You use her in between all the chapters. But she's such a badass in the first one. In this one, she gets help from Tech, like, getting out of her room, but she sneaks out of her room in the original. She doesn't get any help from getting out of her room anyway. She's definitely cuter in the second game, though. In the first game, I really don't like her sprite, her animation. See, if I could keep her with the ponytail all game, she'd be up here. But as soon as I leave her room, her hair just falls down, making her... Oh look, Bella can have a ponytail, why can't you, Peach? Jeez. Peach is okay, I mean... Probably behind Luigi and maybe even behind Don Pianta. And Mario for sure, and Cammy. Alright, this is like... I'll stop right there. Peach is still more interesting to the story, I guess, than Cammy and Flurry. She looks a lot better, is basically all I can really say. I do love that she is the vessel for the Shadow Queen. Like, we don't know that until near the end of the game. Like, we don't know why they're keeping her, and then we start to learn. And Peach, when she's in her Shadow Queen form, all dark and goth, is kind of freaking cute. I love that design. I wish she had that alternate costume in Smash. I would use it every time on her. Alright, Professor Frankly. I just don't like this guy. I feel like he and KP Pete over here are the same in terms of, like, they needed a character to fill a certain role, so they just kind of threw him in. Obviously, we only see him in one chapter, but frankly, we see the whole game. He's not really memorable. I can't think of a time where I'm like, oh yeah, that was cool for him. I mean, like, he's better than Grodus and Bub. But I can't say much about Frankly. His design's okay. I will give props to Frankly, though. I don't think I ever showed it on the streams, but if you tattle him with Goombella, she mentions that Professor Frankly was actually the teacher of Professor Colorado. So Frankly taught Colorado. Because he's a college professor, pretty much. Alright, do we have to do the Punies now? No, I'll wait. Rockhawk? Boom! like you saw in the thumbnail, these are my 3 favorite villains. Even though, like, at the end of the day, are they really villains? This is a cocky jerk who's probably on steroids. This is just a bumbling idiot trying his best, and this is also a bumbling idiot trying his best. I can't really say they're villains. They're like, I don't know, antagonists? Either way, I'll put him up here for now. He might go down here, but I love his theme, I love his... I'm a big fan, especially, well, growing up I was a big fan of wrestling, and this guy is just Hulk Hogan. I even saw in the Spanish version of this game, instead of Rock Hawk, his name is Hawk Hogan. Hawk Hogan. So the fact that he's like the heel of the wrestling federation, like, I don't know, it just jived with me. He's funny. I love that he gets his cheeks clapped by Bowser when they fight. He tries to slide at him and Bowser just pancakes him. I would have loved to see more of a fight, but Bowser's good at jumping on people, right? He's learned from Mario. Puny's top tier? Never. Oof, we're not left with much. There's a couple good ones left. Tech? God, I love Tech. He just wants to learn, he wants to love, he doesn't understand anything, then he blows up and then he's okay. Probably somewhere here. I can't put him up here with everybody else, but he is freaking epic. He might be, like, there. I'll tier these at the end. Just the first 2 rows. Here's that good music again. The Smorgs, I don't care about them at all. Tech, it's really sad when you think he's dead and he's like saying goodbye to her and saying he loves her. He actually says it. Out of all the characters in the game who love Mario, none of them ever say they actually love him, but he says his love for Princess Peach. He says it outright. And then you think he's dead, so it's like, oh, crap. He's such a good character. The Smorgs I don't care about. Even their boss theme is like my least favorite out of all the chapter bosses and like the big bosses. All the other ones, I could think of the character and think of their theme song right now. The Smorgs, that battle is also just really easy. You get a lot of good badges, and at that point, you can just body him. Because you have Vivian, you can blow up all of his arms. Smorgs so low. Yeah, I just don't like the design. Plus, okay, compare them to the other chapter bosses. We have Grubba and Dupless and Cortez. They're all very entertaining. These things just show up, and then you kill them, and it's over. There's nothing special about them at all. I cannot rate them. I mean, I would put them down here, but I mean, they don't belong with these. These are the worst of the worst. Toadette? She'll probably be like, I don't know. It's Toadette. She shows up and tells you about your new powers when you get a new hammer or new boots, and then she goes away. The only memorable thing about her from this game, I'm only rating her based on what she does in this game, is when you get your final hammer, she says, oh, it's the last time I'm going to see you, and then she runs away crying pretty much, which is cute and sad. Oh, Miss Mouse's theme, let's go. So Toadette is like the end of average. She's cute, but like she doesn't really do much. Toadsworth in this game, I like Toadsworth as a character. I love his design, I love his voice. But in this game, he literally is just like, well, Princess got stolen again, I guess you better get to work, Mario. And then he just checks out the innkeeper the entire game. He doesn't do anything else. There's no fun dialogue with him. I love Toadsworth as a character. He's like my favorite Toad. I like him more than Toadette. Real talk. But he's just not interesting in this. Actually, she goes a little bit lower. Because she doesn't do much either. But she's cute. That's why we put her here. I guess I'll put him here. I don't hate him. Because it's Toadsworth. I love him. He's definitely, okay, frankly... Even Grodus is more entertaining than him. Alright, let's do the Shadow Queen. Now, the Shadow Queen, I'm really mixed on. I think it's an epic character, cool boss, but we only get to see her at the very end, where we have to deal with Grotus the whole game. And it made sense to the story that, like, she's the, you know, you only find her at the end after you reach there with Peach as the vessel and all that nonsense, but we don't really get to experience enough of her. I don't know how they could have done it differently. Like, they did it perfect, but I feel like because of that setup, I can't really enjoy her. I mean, I'm gonna put her before Grotus because she kills him, and that's hilarious. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, in case you guys didn't catch it during the finale. Where is she? Where are you? Character I'm looking for. There you are, Beldam. So the Shadow Sirens were working for the X-Nauts, but they were really working just to release the Shadow Queen, because that is their queen. She also made them. Those are like the Shadow Queen's children. So it's kind of dicey when Vivian doesn't know the whole story. I like to assume that Beldam didn't tell her everything. But, I mean, even if you look at them, like, look, purple body, like grayish purple hair, and then their hat covers their eyes. Look, same thing, same thing. Vivian's the same thing as well. Different colored hair for those two, but you get what I'm saying. The eyes are covered, just the mouth. So she created them. And Beldam's plan all along was to release the Shadow Queen. She didn't care that Grotus got destroyed. So that's another reason I put Beldam up here, because she knew the entire time. She's the leader. Toodles, I mean, just one of the many female characters that wants Mario. She's pretty. But she's also kind of annoying. So is Bub. We'll put... Ooh, here we go. Chrome's battle theme. You can tell I've played this game too much when I can just name every song that plays. Alright. QT. Real talk? She's cuter than Goombella, but Goombella also has that attitude. And Goombella gives Mario a kiss, whereas she does not when I return her earrings. She actually is just like, oh, thanks, old guy. So she kind of calls me old, so she drops down. But she's still pretty. I would say that they're pretty close. And they're both Toads, so it's kind of hard. Jolene's pretty cool. He's entertaining. That's good. Again, I'm not going to worry too much about anything except for the first two. And we're nearing the end. Okay. Zesty. She's the second worst character in the game. And it's honestly a tie, maybe, for these two. We all know the story about Zesty. I've said it too many times. We stepped on her contact lens because it was on the ground. So she doesn't let us forget about it ever. She calls us Sir Crush a lot, Stomp a lot, whatever it is. She makes fun of us at every turn. It's like, your contact lens was on the freaking ground, lady. I'm not gonna not move for the rest of the game. Also, I saved the goddamn world. Give me a break. Make me some pasta. Make me some Jelly Ultras. I saved your life and everybody else's life. Shut up about it. And I replaced her freaking contact lens. Also, this is the Shadow Sirens battle theme. Very fun. I love this one. It's top 3 for me. But, however, and this shouldn't affect her ranking, but because of my playthrough, I'm going to do it. She killed Bonetail. She showed up as a spirit and murdered Bonetail. Remember we used the Zest Dynamite to finish off Bonetail at the end of the Pit of 100 Trials? So, that's the only reason she's above her. Yoshi Kid, Jr. I've called him Spike at times. I forget what other names I used. He was Spike when he had spiky hair. Which I think was when he was the orange? Anyway. He's pretty solid. He's spunky. He's a little baby. but he's tough. He talks mad smack. He thinks he can go one-on-one with the Great Gonzalez, which I think is pretty funny. Because I brought you into this world, I'll take you out, boy. But it's cute that he thinks he can try. Maybe we can be a tag team, but you cannot beat me for the title, boy. Never. I have a little soft spot for Yoshi because, as you guys know, I love Rod in Animal Crossing. Anything that has to do with like a tiny character thinking that they're gigantic or super strong, I love. Like Rod is a tiny pink mouse, but he thinks he looks like a bodybuilder when he really doesn't. And this guy's straight up a baby, but he's got some spunk. And I love... Another part of it is going to be that you can actually pick his colors and choose his name. Like, I think that's really cool. That alone puts him, like, there. Maybe even... No, Miss Mouse is so cool and so cute and so perfect. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you hate these people. Thank you, thank you. Alright, we're not going to rate Jolene in the club. So we're going to get to the Punies. What do I want to do with the Punies? The best one is clearly the Elder, who is actually going up here. I like that you can choose the name. Yeah, getting to choose the name and getting to pick what color if you know the method is so cool. I think the Elder's pretty great, actually. She can go with the other old people. There we go, they're all together. Kammy Koopa. Too bad Cammy doesn't call me the wrong name. We got Murphy, we got Martio. Petuni is... I don't like peonies at all. Nope. She's cute, though. And then this thing goes like... These guys can stay together. He looks like he could eat that stew as well. So this is what I think it looks like. Let me look at the first two. This is so tough. I love so many characters in this game, as you can see. Alright, let's say I can only have 5 as Supreme characters. Who would stay, and who would go? I don't think I could do that. I think they're all Supreme to me. The curses are hilarious. Bowser is too, but like their moments are bigger than most of Bowser's moments, I feel like. I'm a sucker for these two. I love his tragic story and how it turns around. Same thing with her. What is it with me and all these characters except for Bowser? No, Bowser's also, he always loses, but he keeps trying. But I like how they have happy endings. She gets along with her sisters finally. And is respected because she will destroy them if they don't. And he's on the sea with Cortez every day. I'm so happy with that. Dupless. Alright, so between these 3, I like Crump the most. Probably this order. I think I'm good with this. These two can be interchangeable, but I think I like him better overall, even though she's a much better fighter. I think that's good there. And then here... I think I'm pretty happy with this. Tech's pretty amazing. I think I'm happy with the first 2 tiers, and I'm not going to go through the rest of them and do them, except this one's also in order. She might even... You know what? I gotta do it. Hold on. There you go, guys. That's the best you're gonna get out of me. That's how the tiers look. I'm pretty happy with this the way it is. Let me try to get it all in the shot. I'm not gonna do it again, because this video will get taken down for being too sexy. But, oh my god, oh my god. I had to do it, come on. Most of the tier lists, when it's like characters involved, somebody gets their own tier. Whether it's Hazel or the Pink Penguin. God, they're all just the worst. Alright, I don't have to rant as much about Francesca as I do about the Pink Penguin, but one more time. On vacation with your husband, you lose your ring. He didn't lose your ring, girl. You lost your damn ring. Your father is ill. He might be dying. He's old. He's a mafia guy. He's been shot multiple times, you know? Who knows what could happen. But no, you don't want to go check on him. You want to find your ring because you're a materialistic woman. And when your husband wants to go check on his father-in-law, your father, you make him say you love you 100 times before anything happens. You're the worst. You're garbage. So, that's what I think about her. I think the other syndicates need to make a hit on the Pianta family. But then, of course, Don Pianta would be like, no! Alright, that's it for my tier list. Now we can check on yours. We got 5 to go through. I'm not going to say whose tier list is whose. You might have seen some on Twitter, but I think most people messaged me. So, I'm not going to say who it is. You guys can guess as I go through it. Twilight Town music. Very great music. Here's the first one. I think you guys can get this pretty quick. For multiple reasons, right? We've got the Curse up top, we have QT, we have Vivian, Crump, Bowser, Kroot, and we have Bobberry, Rockhawk, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Grodus is pretty high, Don Pianta, Gloomtail's pretty high, Dupless, Frankie, Toadette, Miss Mouse, Sylvia. I keep thinking her name is Olivia, but it's 100% Sylvia. I know it for a fact, I just can't say it the first time, I guess. Mario, Koops, Hooktail. It's Wall because Fools is first? Exactly, yeah, that's pretty much... If I saw it, I'd be like, that's Wall. We have Goombella, Tech. General White is way too high. That dude was a pain in my butt. We have the Shadow Queen. Whoa, what are those punies doing there? Objection! No. Frankly, Ghosty, Bonetail. Let's look at the last few. We've got Puny Elder, Koopy-Koo. How dare you, Wall? You're not here, but how dare you? She's so freaking cute. If she had more of a role in the game, I would put her above a lot of the characters. Pennington, Hefty. Belvin's pretty low. He got the right idea here. Oh, the song again. Puniper, Toadsworth, and Zesty at the very bottom for him. I can agree with that. I wish there was... Like, I don't expect Toadsworth to join my party. It's also Wall because of the screen filter. Yep, he's the only one that has that. Like, I don't expect them to make Toadsworth a party member, and he can start, like, power bouncing people with his cane, or hop on them like Scrooge McDuck in the DuckTales game. But give him more dialogue. Like, have him... Like, let me tell him how the princess is doing, because I get emails from her, and he's just there not knowing anything. We'd be like, hey, so we found out she's on the moon. I don't know. I wish they gave him more of a presence. Or don't include him at all. Either way, thank you, Wall. I love your top tiers for the most part. And the ones down here. I wish Grodus was... I don't know. We like, never get to really see him. And then he shows up at the end and he's just, like, a great villain. But, like, where was all that horribleness originally? Alright, thank you, Wall. Now we're gonna go to this one. You guys can make a guess at this. This is when you're talking to Dupless, when he's trying to get you to guess his name, but you're missing the P letter, the letter P. We have Punio, Crump, Tech, Black Chest Curse, Yoshi, Flavio very high. Let's go. Dupless, Don Pianta, Bowser, Cammy, Luigi, Mario, Miss Mouse is pretty high. It looks like she's sniffing his magnifying glass and he's just like looking up her nose. Pennington, the rest of the Punies, the
Objection!
Papatch. I know you only put him because he calls Flavio Fancy Pants, and that's pretty great. The Smorgs, I don't think I can ever enjoy them. Like, they're the chapter boss. And they had no part to play except for the very end. It does. Peach and Vivian. Papertastic, I like that. We have Grodus, we have Guh! We have that dick who ate all the food for like 20 people. I can't get over it. I eat a lot, okay? When I'm hungry, I can eat a lot. But to eat enough stew that would feed 20 people? Hell no! I would hate to see this guy in a hot dog eating contest. He would destroy everybody. Cortez, Rockhawk, and QT, there we go. Cool, we got Frankly... I almost said Bombette, but it's Bobbery. Dazzle, I know you just like her design because she's cute. We have the diva, Ursula herself. We have Grubba, who's kind of checking out Flurry.
Aww.
Merlin, no way do you put Francesca that high. No, no, no.
Failure. Bruh, 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 bruh.
Hefty's so cute, though. Yeah, but... Can you imagine getting ground pounded by that guy? Jeez. Sylvia, Frankie, Toadette, the Shadow Queen. I know you liked her design. Toadsworth, Ghosty, Goobella. I like how you put Jolene in the club, then Toodles, then Jolene at work. Okay, so it's Jolene in the club, and there's Jolene 9 to 5. It's because, oh daddy? Okay, okay. That makes sense. Nice. You basically just put a bunch of Koopas. Koopy-Koo doesn't belong with those boring Koopas. Bleh. Alright, good. You put Zesty, Gold Bob, Bonetail, General White, Bub, Chef Shimi. And then we got... I think this is Hooktail's battle team? Yeah. Hooktail. There we go. Gloomtail, and Belden. Nice list, nice list. Some I'm a little questionable about, like those Punies up there. But all in all, good list. Thank you for making it. I'm glad you guys wanted to make lists for, like, these games. I can tell you enjoyed them, that's good. Next up. Alright, whose tier list is this? We have Fools! And then we have Bowser and Yoshi Kid. Hooktail's battle theme, yep. I just remember this song playing when she's begging for mercy and trying to get you to stop killing her. We got Frankie, we got Mario, we got Bobbery, Toadette, QT, Vivian, Croup. Don Pianta is great. Ooh, a lot of good greats. You like Bonetail, Ghosty, Miss Mouse and Rockhawk, Grodus, Marilyn, Guh! You like Frankly, you like Papatch. Good, we have Bub, Jolene, Dupless, Tech. I would have thought this person would put Tech higher, to be honest. I'm kinda... I'm surprised it's not like number 1 or number 2. There's a hint. Luigi, Dazzle, Koops, Pennington, Peach, KP Pete, Merlin, Kooply, Flurry, Shimi, Grubba, some Punies. Jolene at the club is only okay. Is it Jose? It's not Jose. Jolene at the club, the Shadow Queen, Gloomtail, Cammy, Koopy, Toodles, Toadsworth, Hooktail, General White, Hefty, Flavio, Sylvia, some Punies. I'm not even gonna name them, they don't deserve it. We have Goldbob, Beldum, Smorgs, Zesty, and of course, in the O'Daddy tier, we have Francesca Pianta. I like it. I don't know how people like the Smorgs. Like, they're the chapter boss. They have no part to play until the very end. It's just like, oh, they're just in the way. You have to kill them. That's not an exciting chapter boss. Like, what about Dupless? He screws with you the entire chapter. Every time you pass that place, he's like, I stole your body, screw you. And he's always teasing you about it. And Cortez is giving that, like, what's it called? He's, like, giving the creepy whispers, like, don't come any closer, like Toot and Koopa did in the first one. I don't know. I agree with Smorgs being one of the worst. They're just not interesting. But I know Cheeky thought they were cute, so... It is Cross, yes. This is Crossfighter's list. I thought Tech would have been one of your best. I'm very surprised, but good list, good list. Thank you, thank you. No Punies are only okay. You're lucky they're okay. They should all be down here, except, I mean, the Elder's pretty funny. The only reason I rank the Elder high is because the whole reason I don't like the Punies is because that whole chapter you have to keep track of them and they just randomly get lost in like previous rooms. You have to go back. They make you backtrack constantly for no reason, so I hate them all. But the Elder's not with you during that. The Elder's fine because she doesn't get lost. She doesn't go anywhere. The other ones are all in the party of 101, not Dalmatians, but Punies. So that was Cross's list. Thank you again. Here's another list. Let's see if you guys can guess this one. We have Peach as number 1. I love Princess Peach. I'm not going to complain about that.
Aww.
And then we have Tech. And then we have Vivian, who you guys know, you know. I love Vivian. We have Toadette, Yoshi, some Punies, Luigi, and Mario. I like that you liked Luigi more than Mario. Must have really enjoyed the his adventures, or misadventures. Miss Mouse, Bowser. Then we got Flurry at the top of A. And then we have the Elder, Puniper, Rock Hawk, Dupless, Cammy, Jolene in the club, Jolene 9 to 5. Frankly, Fools, Goombella, Cortez, QT. I hate how she doesn't have a name. It's just Toad Waitress of the XS Express. Like, how is her name not QT or something? Flavio, Kooply, Koopy-Koo, Bobbery, Toadsworth, Don Pianta, Shadow Queen, Koops. C, we have G, Sylvia, Chef Shimi, Francesca, Frankie, General White, Merlin, Zesty, Bub, Grubba, and then that guy who ate soup for 20 people. I can't get over that. What the hell? Still not as bad as trying to get me convicted of murder by lying. Bonetail, Beldum, Gloomtail, Goldbob. Perfect timing. Welcome back, Ayumu. Yes, this is her list. We're going through it right now. Goldbob, Ghosty, Lord Crump, Dazzle, the See, even Ayumu is like the Smorgs are like nothing special. Pennington, Hooktail, Grotus, KP Pete, Patch, Croup. Really? He calls us Murphy. He's so funny. And then Toodles. I don't know. Toodles is cute. Well, welcome back from your dinner. Hope it was good. And thank you for making a tier list. We just went through it. Pretty good aside from these punies up here, but I kind of am very biased towards the punies. So thank you for your list. Appreciate it. And then we have one more. And I think right away you guys are going to get this. We've got Yoshi Kid first, and then all the punies, I can't believe it, and then Luigi. I don't know about this person's taste, that's all I gotta say. Then we got Mario, Peach, Bowser, Toadette, Cammy, Frankie, Don Pianta. What's up, Jose? How's it going? We have Pennington, Koops, Flurry, Goombella, Tech, Rockhawk, Hefty, Grotus, Crump, Hooktail. Zesty is in her own tier. And then Francesca and Grubba are in their own tier. Yep, it's Frederick. Definitely. Like, first off, the Yoshi is first. And then he also really enjoyed the punies. He thought they were so cute. And then Luigi's green, so... yeah, definitely Frederick. And then there were a lot he didn't really know. I don't know if he caught all the streams. He started work, so he's been busy, but that's good. Good busy. So there were a couple he didn't really know much about, which is fine. Oh yeah, Jose, McDonald's. I'll take a Big Mac. I'll take some nuggets. Small fries. Lots of barbecue sauce. How did you know, Cheeky? I think every other day, Jose, we know that you get some McDonald's. But welcome. So there's Frederick's list. Thank you, Frederick, the working man. Appreciate that you made a list. And that is everybody who made a list. So thank you all. I'm happy that you enjoyed the game enough to make a tier list of a bunch of characters. You're doing good. Nice. You always have McDonald's, yeah. So let's go back to mine one more time, and I'll just leave it up for a sec. Do I feel any differently? Not really. All day? I'm pretty happy with the tier list. The middle, like, this row, all the way down to, I don't know, this row, could be changed around, but I'm not going to do all that. Especially not the average one, there's a lot of characters there. But the first two are accurate, and the last two are very accurate for me. You know what, the more I thought about it, they're not as bad as the punies, or this guy, or her. But they're still better than Francesca, making me say that. Being an absolute... Guys, if the girl you're seeing is anything like Francesca Pianta, not worth it. I'm gonna say it right now. But then again, her dad is a mob boss, so I guess if you're in that kind of predicament, you can't really dump her, you might get whacked, you know? Maybe that's why Frankie stayed with her! Big brain. Big brain. Frankie can't leave her, because then Don Pianta will have him whacked.
Bruh.
That's horrible. If Frankie went to Don Pianta and was like, listen, your daughter's a little much, I can't handle it, like, I need out, then Don Pianta would be like, say hello to my little friend. And Frankie would be dead. Yeah, Jose, you remember that too. The thing is, though, let's say that I didn't say it, and say it like that, she would still be down here, because she's such a bad character. But she's the O'Daddy tier because of that. Frederick's edit with the music was freaking genius. I showed that to a bunch of people who don't even watch me stream, don't know what's going on. Just because the song after I said it like that was so perfect. Let's see. So that was a big tier list. We got it done, and we got 5 that you guys made done. Thank you for that again. And I did all the post-game content. So if anybody missed that, Jose, if you want to see some extra Easter eggs, I did that at the beginning of the stream. I played the game and showed some extra stuff. You hurt my daughter, clap clap. His cheeks would get... They wouldn't even get clapped. It would just be... Where is it? I gotta find it again. I need it again. I lost it, but...
Clap them cheeks.
Clap them cheeks.
My leg!
That would be Frankie.
My leg! My leg!
They would break your legs. And then Frankie would not be able to walk ever again. Ooh, this is the music for the XS Express. I believe it's the first day. All the times of days have different songs, I believe. But yeah, don't get involved with a mob boss's daughter. That's not personal experience, that's just common sense. Like, it doesn't work out, you're gonna be 6 feet under. You'll be sleeping with the fishes, you know what I'm talking about? My leg! Clap those cheeks, that's right. It's funny, because, wait, I want your opinion, guys. I didn't make that sound effect, but I feel like that sounds like me. Here, listen.
Clap them cheeks.
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 Clap them cheeks. Does it sound like me? When I watch my streams and hear my voice, that's what I hear. It sounds just like me, I feel like.
Clap them cheeks.
Clap them cheeks.
Clap them cheeks.
Clap them cheeks. I think it sounds just like me, but maybe I'm crazy. Oh my god, it kind of does. The first time I hit it, I was like, did somebody steal my voice? Like, sounds very familiar. Kind of does. I feel like it sounds just like me, but I don't know. And when it comes to Hefty eating all the soup for everybody...
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Jose says, no, it doesn't. What? I'm gonna ask, like, my parents and whoever's around and be like, is this me? A little bit? Oh, it's like, it's split right down the middle. 2 of you were like, yeah, a little bit. Well, 2 of you were like, yeah, and then 2 were like, ah, you're crazy, Joe. What are you thinking? To that, I say... Objection! So that's gonna do it for this stream. Finally closing the book on this game, and probably the series. I might, in the future, someday, play Super Paper Mario for the Wii. It's good. The comedy's still there, the good characters are still there. The combat is completely different. It's more like a platformer, you just jump on stuff. It's not an RPG, it's turn-based where your partners help you in combat, really. It's kind of weird, I wish they didn't change it. It's that old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? The first 2 games are the favorites for a reason. I doubt I'll play anything besides the one on the Wii. I've seen them and I'm not really interested. The comedy's there, but like they changed so much that I don't know. I tried Sticker Star, dropped it after playing for 15 minutes. Wasn't my cup of tea. But there is a Super Mario RPG for Super Nintendo, which is not Paper Mario, but it's very similar. It's before Paper Mario. The original Paper Mario is pretty much what they wanted the sequel to be to that Super Nintendo game. But we'll talk about that another time. It might be played, we'll see. I've only beaten it once, so I'm not really familiar with it, so that might be fun. We'll see. Professor Frankly's theme, we'll end on that. You played Sticker Star, did you like it? The combat in that was pretty cool, but I didn't like that you could run out of resources, like you couldn't jump or hammer at some points, which feels weird. And for me, just the partners are really what makes the games. I love having partners that are enemy types. You know, there's Bob-ombs and Boos and Koopas and Goombas that are on your team. I love that. I wish they did more stuff like that. Someday, give me a new Paper Mario that looks beautiful on the Switch, but give me it like these. You liked it? Nice. I couldn't get into it. I got spoiled by these, I think. Well, yeah, you like stickers, so of course you liked it. I did not like it because of the stickers. There were many reasons, but I'm not going to talk about that. This was a great stream. It was your first Paper Mario. Awesome. I mean, I've had people who their first Paper Mario was Origami King and they love it, and that's fine. It looks like a fun game, but it's not where I want the series. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for submitting all the tier lists. And I hope you enjoyed the extra post-game stuff. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. Everybody who's interested, download Knockout City. That's what we're playing tomorrow. I've been saying I want to play it. I don't have any plans for what I'm going to stream tomorrow, so Knockout City. We're going to play some dodgeball. So I hope to see you guys there. It's such a fun game. I'm going to practice a little bit tonight, just so I'm not... so I remember the buttons, there's so many. But thank you for watching again. Have a great rest of your night. And as always, fools! Peace!